YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. I have not posted in so freaking long. Literally, it's so freaking long. I don't even know where to freaking begin. I think the last time I posted, I don't know. I have to go back and see, but I do not remember what my last video was. I know it's been months since I posted. So this is gonna be like a little bit of a ranting kind of talking video of me just kind of catching you guys up on where I've been. If you are new here, my name is Alexandria. I post mom life content / like nursing school content, healthcare worker content, like a lot of stuff. Like you're gonna see a little bit of everything. I post different stuff I do with my kids and just growing, developing. So what's new is I think the last time I posted, I was telling you guys that I was thinking about pulling my kids out of school and then like out of public school and just doing like virtual school, which is what I did. And then I think I finished the NA1 program and I was working at the hospital as a NA1. I know that much. I did post that. And then what else? I think I was going through my divorce. Was another thing that I was kind of updating you guys on or talking about on one of my last videos. But so to do an update, let's first start with school. I did complete my NA1 program. I am currently in my NA2 program. I did apply to nursing school the last go round, and I did not get into the 2 schools that I applied for. I have now applied to 4 schools, so I should find out in a couple weeks. They said the first week of April whether or not we got in or not, so I should find out in a couple of weeks what school I got into. I will say that my GPA was up a little bit more because I did take chemistry 1 and 2. I did retake anatomy, but my score did not improve much. I still made the C. But I passed. So another thing, I applied for 2 LPN programs and I applied for 2 RN programs. Only the RN programs will care about you taking chemistry, which I did take chemistry lecture and lab, and I passed both of those with like A's. So that did help my GPA as far as like the point system. If you know anything about nursing program, they do a point system. I compared the points from the last time I applied to the points from the time that I applied this time, and I did see a jump in points of around 10 points more than what I had the last time. So that does help. But yeah, I applied for 2 RN and 2, LPN programs. And then what else? I'm almost done with this NA2 program. This next coming Thursday is going to be our last day, like in the classroom type day. Because the next 4 weeks is going to be straight clinicals. We do hospital on Tuesdays, nursing home on Thursdays, and those are going to be our clinicals for the next 4 weeks, and then we go back to the classroom. So what I learned for the NA2 program, you don't have to go back like we did for the NA1 program to register for the board and to sit down to do like the written exam and then do skills. It's just skills, and the instructor that taught the class is the one that's going to be checking us off, and then she'll send it off to the board. So that's a good thing because we've been with her all these last couple of months, so it helps to have somebody that you've already went through the whole thing with being the person that checked you off. So yeah, that's the only updates that I have with school. With the kids' school though, so we did the virtual program where they log in online. They have instructors, teachers, whatever you want to call them, and they actually teach them the material, and then I'm considered their learning coach. So basically partnering with them to make sure that all their schoolwork is done, that they're prepared for their testing, and that they're meeting their goals or whatever. I will say I have enjoyed having them do that because I've been able to see a difference in each of them when it comes to their schoolwork, especially Tristan, because he was my most concerned when it comes to like schoolwork. He was struggling when they were in public school, and he was not doing well at all. And I thought it was just the curriculum that was the issue, but it was a lot of stuff going on inside the school in itself. It was just a lot. Kids always fighting. They weren't able to focus. Teachers weren't able to stay on top of coursework and classwork because they were constantly breaking up fights and dealing with children and their behavior. So it was just a lot, and he was not doing good. So I've seen a great difference in him. He does have his moments where he get lazy, so I have to stay on top of him with that, and then just check up behind him, make sure he completed all his schoolwork. But other than that, his grades are doing well. The girls are doing well. The only thing I did notice when it comes to like Raya is just she struggles somewhat with her reading. We're definitely working on that, especially this summer. Just like getting books. Like I ordered books on Amazon for her and Mari, because Mari's in kindergarten. She's going to first grade next year. So just getting books to help them with their reading and stuff like that, to grow them with that, and then to make sure they're on point when it comes to that. So that's it. But I mean, the only thing that I will say about the virtual program is they're constantly doing testing. It's like every other week or so, they're constantly doing some type of testing, whether it's like a growth assessment or it's benchmark testing, or it's like they constantly doing those testings. And I guess it's just to see like if the kids are retaining the material that they're being taught. But it's constant testing. And with Raya and Mari, I have to sit down and sit beside them to make sure that they're understanding what the question is, because what the tests are doing is like pushing out the information or the coursework that they have already been doing. And if they do really well in that, they start pushing out harder stuff to try to see like if they're at grade level, above grade level, or below grade level. And if they're doing really good, it's going to push out harder and harder content, and they need me there beside them to like help them to understand it, like to read the questions to them and stuff like that, and then they decide what their answer is from there. But it's a lot, especially when I work overnight. So when I'm getting home, I'm getting them up, getting them fed, getting them locked in the class. But if it's a day where they're doing testing, I have to be right there beside them. So trying to stay awake after being up for 12 hours is a lot sometimes. So when you're doing that frequently, it's a lot. And it messes with your sleep schedule if you're working 12 hours overnight, because you immediately want to just get them set up. Those couple of hours that they're locked in the class could be time for me to be napping. Usually is what it is. It's my time to nap, so that way when they're done, I'm up, I'm refreshed, ready to help them with their homework, spend time with them, cook dinner, do all the things before I have to get ready for work again, if I have to work again. So sometimes it can be a lot. It's definitely hands-on. So it's not something that you can just lock them into and disappear, because those teachers do check to make sure that parents are present, or learning coaches are present, that somebody's there helping them. And it's not something that you can just lock them into and just disappear. So it does require a lot. So it's been a big adjustment with that. And then sometimes they get bored with it, they lose interest. So it's like hard for them to stay on task. Like I have to remind Raya sometimes, okay, make sure you're paying attention in class, make sure you're not spacing out, daydreaming. So that's it with the update with their schooling. What was the other update? My schooling, their schooling. So I changed my work, like where I'm working. I'm no longer working at the hospital that I was at. I'm at a different hospital now, in a different area, in the area that I plan on moving to. So I mean, it wasn't too much of like an issue. The only issue with me working there is I knew I didn't want to be in this area, the area that I'm currently in, too long. And then the hospital that I was working at, it was just me. I don't know. I was feeling drained all the time. I would feel more drained than when I was just working on the floor, just sitting in those rooms, because usually you're sitting in there because somebody have an altered mental status, behavior issues, or I don't know, some type of risk that needs somebody there at all times. And a lot of times it's behavior. So you dealing with somebody's behavior for 12 hours all night, somebody screaming at you, people headbutting you, kicking you, biting you, spitting at you and stuff for 12 hours every time you're working. It was just starting to play on my mental, and it was just, I don't know, I complained about it, expressed my concerns, asked for a change change or something, like give us a break from it, and they weren't trying to do anything about it. So I just decided it was time for me to go. Once I finish the NA2 program, I'm definitely going to be looking for a different job, because the job that I'm currently working, the floor I'm on, they don't utilize NA2s at all. So I don't want to stay on that floor, obviously, because I'm not able to use the skills that I'm learning. And the hospital that I'm at does not compensate well for my role or the role that I'm going into as an NA2. So I'm definitely going to be looking for something else, because it's just hard trying to maintain bills, pay bills and stuff like that, stay on top of that, and then pursuing education and stuff, because it makes you feel like you have to choose. Either you work all these hours just so you can pay bills and you're not able to have time to go to school or be there for your children, or you know, it's like, I don't know, don't have a roof over your head. So I'm definitely going to be looking for something else, because I want to utilize the skills that I'm learning. I'm not being in the area that I'm currently in. I will be moving within the next month and a half, to the area where I'm working at now, and very excited about that, ready to move out of the area that I'm in, looking to be in a better environment. My plan was to not get into like another apartment. I want to get like a townhouse or a house in itself, but I'm leaning more towards a townhouse because it'll be more affordable, and I'm not trying to be in a bad area or unsafe area. You know, I have kids, so I definitely want to be in the safe area, but I want to be able to afford where I'm at the same time. I want to be in a good school district so that my kids are going to a really good school. So taking all that into account, but I'm definitely going to be moving in the next month, 2 months at the most. Hopefully it won't be 2 whole months. But I'm also going back home to Georgia for my nephew's birthday. He's turning 1. Oh, I got a nephew. I don't think I posted that either. Like, my sister was pregnant maybe during my last video. Yeah, she was definitely pregnant during my last video. But yeah, got a nephew, and I'm an auntie for the very first time. I love it so much. I love him down. They were living in North Carolina for a little bit, but they moved back to Georgia, and I miss him so much. Oh my God. So I'm really excited to see him. I got to see him for Tristan's birthday, because we ended up going to the mountains to like Banner Elk Boone area, and that was really fun. We didn't do exactly everything that we planned on doing because the weather did not permit. We planned on snowy weather, but it was definitely not snowing at all. So we did a hike down Seven Devils Mountain. If you're from the North Carolina area, you probably know what I'm talking about. And it was a good hike. We just spent a lot of time together, watched movies, did s'mores, played games, board games, card games, and stuff like that. Just did stuff to spend time with each other. So that was fun. But I'm looking forward to going down there for my nephew's birthday, helping my sister plan his party. We're going to be down there for like 4 or 5 days, so I'm excited about that. But what else? Next, the divorce. So my divorce got finalized at last year, September 30th, I believe. And when I first got my divorce, I didn't like feel anything at all. It was a lot going on that day anyway, so I didn't have time to like really fully process it. So I was just like, okay, I'm divorced. But as time went on, like maybe a couple weeks later, I was sitting at work, and it really hit me that I was divorced. Like, I was full on crying, and I could not figure out why. Like, why are you crying? Like, you've been divorced now, and you've been preparing for this. You knew it was coming. Like, it's not something that hit you out of the blue. You filed for the divorce, and it's just, I don't know. I think it was just me processing that chapter of my life is done, and just accepting that things didn't go the way I thought they were going to go. My life has not been like what I thought it was going to be. But it was, I don't know, I think it was just like a moment of release for me, like, because I know it was the best thing that I could have done for myself and for my children, and for him even, like, to us to go our separate ways. So it's not like I don't regret it at all. It was just a lot, I guess, to just process. Like, that chapter of my life is just done with that person, with that version of myself. And I think it was just me just like releasing who I had become through this whole process. So I've been definitely pouring more into myself, not trying to date. Like I thought about dating, but I know I'm not ready right now, and just taking time to like really pour into myself, to be more present with my kids, to really like step up in my faith and get closer to God, to build meaningful relationships and stuff. And I have really just been enjoying that part. Like it's a lot. It's getting to know myself again and just falling in love with me, like falling in love with Jesus and falling in love with me, because I don't want to just rush into something and get into another relationship, get into a marriage that ends in divorce, because I didn't take my time and really focus on what it is that I want for myself, for my kids, and in a partner. So yeah. So I've been enjoying singlehood. I have not got my name changed now. I'm trying to prepare for these classes and stuff, and starting a new job, getting the kids set up with school and all that other stuff. So it was just like that can wait. It's like I'm not super pressed about getting it changed. It's not hurting anything at the moment. So I'm like, it's okay. So once I finish this program, I am going to go ahead and get my name changed, and then I just send the documents to the board so they can get my name changed on my license, certification, and all that good stuff. So yeah, that's the plan for now, and just finish school, waiting to hear back from nursing school, planning on the move and all that kind of stuff. But everything's been going good. I am going to get back into posting on YouTube. I just had to take a break for a while because it was becoming a lot, and I was feeling overwhelmed, because you know how you do something and then like your intentions be good and you know you're doing stuff for the right reason. Like my goal with starting this channel is to, for one, document memories, monumental memories and moments in my life that my kids can look back on, I can look back on, to generate, you know, some passive income for myself and for my children, to be able to build and reach back and help somebody else, to encourage somebody else. So yeah, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. You guys are going to get more videos. I'm going to work out a good schedule to post and upload my videos, work out a good day with school and everything, to decide like which days will be the best days to post for me, and if it's like multiple days or whatever. But yeah, just working out good times and good days for me to post. So like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you.